Hello everybody, this is Craig, and I'm back with something that I've had a lot of people ask me to do. And the reason I'm talking to the mirror is because in a little bit you're not going to see me at all, and I didn't want to have to flip the screen around because sometimes that screws up the camera. I am going to do a horror rooms tour. I've referenced this before. This room is different than my normal recording room because this is the horror bathroom. You know, nice place for a collection to extend into a little bit without frightening everybody else inside the entire house. So, we're going to get to go, and probably the last time you see my pretty face to the end. But we're going to begin with Mr. Jason Voorhees. So, over here, we have a nice item from Dead End Toys. It's actual pieces of wood shavings from the cabins. It's something I ordered from them that they just threw in. They're an excellent company, and you can actually see a lot of their stuff in this room in particular. Down here we have the Friday the 13th screen grab from part 6 with him and Tommy fighting it out. Now I'm not going to go through everything individually, but here you see the NECAs. Every retro NECA that there is of Jason so far I do have. And I just recently picked up the one here that should be from part 3. It doesn't say it on it, but we all know that's where it's from. Also have this print that came from the band expansion pack, which I think is very nicely done. And we got a bunch of autographs. We have Thomas Morger from GFR 5. We have Derek Mears from the remake, which both of those movies I think are really good and get shit on for no reason. We have Steve Dash, the real Jason, Sackhead. And we have Kane Hart as Machete. And Ari Lehman, Jason from Friday the 13th Part 1, where he jumps out of the water. So, the machete is one of my favorite things in here because I had a friend see the machete in the bathroom and just nonchalantly go, "Do you have a machete in there?" I'm like, "Yeah, where else would you keep it?" So let's move back around here. We have Jaws, the reaction Jaws. I know there's a really nice McFarlane one, but that's really expensive, and for myself, I'm okay with this just for the same effect. Chrome skull piece from Dead End Toys. Again, it's something they just threw into a recent order of mine. The Fog custom figure. The guy's name on eBay that has a bunch of these is Pop's Fart Burger. Sounds ridiculous name, I know, but he's a great seller. I don't know him personally, but I have bought a bunch of stuff from him in the past. Got the Moonstars reanimated figure. And up there you have the Necromantic. This is also Dead End Toys, and that was in the little box of horrors. And then you saw the Hatchet print. That actually came in a box of Dread. And these I'll just do quick. You have all of these from Dead End Toys as well. They Live, The Fog, Silence of the Lambs, Bloody Valentine, Blair Witch, and Night of the Creeps, which is probably one of my favorite films. And it doesn't have anything out there. So I think that might be the only thing I own from Night of the Creeps. I don't even have pins. Now this is the wall you've seen a lot in my recent videos as I'm trying to fight lighting issues. And in the other room, you see Killer Crowns, Popcorn, also Dead End Toys. Then you have Tiny and Shorty, Captain Spaulding, couple of prints from Jay, Fight Crate. Down here we have Dead End Toys Witchmaster with the figure. I do that a lot if I can. Here we have Saw figure with also from Dead End Toys. I think that's actually one of the nicer things they made, the piece with the cutout skin. We go back up, you see the nice Scott Straka pinhead print. Also the autograph by Doug Bradley. The autograph here by the man himself, Tim Curry, who to me will always be Pennywise. Not that Skarsgård did a bad job, but don't mess with perfect. Here we have the Last Killer Crowns figure. I know there's a Tower Records exclusive of this in different colors, but for the value, the cost, I don't think it's something I get. With this Shorty and Tiny, I know they're different paints on the same print, but at least they're different characters in the show itself. And up here is a painting that this might be one of the favorite things I own, and it's not an overly expensive piece you can get on Etsy. This is a print with Pennywise in it, obviously, but instead of Christina. There is a painting by Andrew Wyeth called Christina's World, which is one of my favorite paintings. I have the original hanging in my office. And just seeing sort of him thrown into this, it just works so well for me. Keep going this way. We got more Dead End Toys. We have Pennywise 1, And Pennywise 2. Another Scott Strachter print. American Psycho, another print from him. And the American Psycho figure as well. So now we're going to leave this room. I'm going to show you a few things on the outside before we enter the main horror room. But we'll go here first. We have a couple autographs that I picked up from Monster Mania. You probably saw them in my haul. Danielle Harris and Robert Brian Wilson. Oh, Billy, yeah, Robert Brian Wilson from Silent Night, Deadly Night. They look awesome. I will show you something else though. I actually make great use of one of the horror block items. Might be the best thing they ever had in there. Above the door, from Horror and Me himself, the 3 versions of Nosferatu figure, 2 of which are numbered to 10, and just some random posters, Friday the 13th Part 1, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now before we go in the horror room, I gotta warn you, there's gonna be something really scary in there for some of you. Just so you know, definitely have moved away from them, but something I collect, you will see some pop. So, that's too much for you, turn away now. So you're like, oh no, the writing in here is horrible. It is bad, but, well actually, if the camera's gonna light it, maybe I will do it in the dark. So here where we walk in, you see the as we voted in Behind the Mask. You see from Fight Crate, The Piece by Lita Ferry by Candyman. The 2-pack I just got, Shaun of the Dead. The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I'm so cognitive dissonance like a bitch on this movie because I love the Creeper, but I didn't realize initially that the pedophile wrote everything, and I don't know, it's tough. And Candyman McFarland. We have Mr. Norman Bates. We have Pumpkinhead. We have Tall Man, which is an excellent piece, and they're getting harder and harder to find, so if you like that, I'd hunt it down now. Hostel. And another Dead End Toys, maybe one of my favorite from them, the Ripstick from Night at the Demons. Now, there's Night at the Demons 2, but obviously it was used in 1 as well. And then here are some of the pops. Here's the Ghostbusters pops. I am missing Egon. As much as I say correct pops, to some degree, I don't want to spend money on them. And Egon costs a little bit, so for the time being, I'm without. I will probably eventually add. So let's move up here. You have a couple of distinctive dummies. Mr. Boogie from Sinister and Candyman. Moving back this way, we have my wolf, which isn't from a horror movie, but he is freaking awesome. We have in the background there, you see the Exorcist rosary beads from Dead End Toys. And here we have an autographed Rinda Bra from The Exorcist from the BAM October last year. Which their Halloween box last year was one of the best boxes any company ever did. Which is why it upsets me so much with some of the stuff I've seen lately. Puppet Master, 8 of them. And the 3 or the 4 Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I haven't picked up Chop Top yet. I eventually will. And the Hitchhiker when he comes out. Here, I think I only have 5 Dorbs Lives total. And it's just the cereal folks. I do got to get the Brute Fruit and the other Dorbs Live you'll see in a little while. Here's some of my Roos figures. So those of you that say free the figure will enjoy this area. Freddy, Myers, Leatherface. You see Sackhead in the back there, but since I have the other Jason, I just pretend that's the killer from Town That Dread Sundown. And then, obviously, the Pamela Voorhees Shrine, and a Frask from Horror Block, which I have made use of. Let's go down to the fridge. I don't have a ton of stuff here yet, although I do have an order incoming from Cryptocurium. But I want to show you this metal print, because I've never seen it in any other videos. A Ghostbusters Beetlejuice mashup. And that is freaking awesome if you ask me. And then you see some stray horror magnets. So let's move over here. Oh my god, more pops. I like to show Preachers. This is all I have from them. 3 of the pops, 3 random exclusive pops. I am a big pin guy. So this first thing you will see, these are all Butch pins in the first one. I love freaking Butch's work. Here we have some of his figures. And as we continue down, we have more pins, half of Butch's and then half from just other companies because I'm running out of room and I need places to put stuff. Shout out to Joe Maginero, though, for posting the Shining Apollo USA pin recently. I didn't know that existed, and when I saw it, I was able to find it. Let's keep moving around. Another screen grab, Leatherface, the black and white one, and the Chucky Retro. Let me go back this way. I'm not sure if I showed you. I do have two of the other screen grabs here. The Leatherface one, and from Friday the 13th Part 1, along with a signed Ari Raymond Jason mask. So let's keep moving around, folks. Oh, ain't that, I got this recently. I freaking love, for 40 bucks any day of the week. That is beautiful. But, more pins. Here is probably my biggest, well, definitely my biggest pin board. And I'm going to go through it too slowly, but you can always pause stuff. If there's something I have that you're like, oh man, I want that. I don't really trade these pins, but if I can help you out with it, you know, I got it, I will. Just ask me down below. And then you also see here, ton of the mystery minis. I'm missing Pinhead, Sam, Barbara from Beetlejuice. I feel there's another one I'm missing, but those are three that I really would like to get. So if you have them for trade or something, hit me up. Let's move around this way. It's Fluffy. I got him down at Monster Mania. And underneath Fluffy is more pins. These are either Puppet Mastery rated pins or Stephen King-esque pins. So you have the Creepshow in there, Pennywise, more Fluffy, the Scream from Box of Dread. The angle's not the greatest for all that stuff there. The truck from Maximum Overdrive, which you'll see again later. These I did on a video recently, 30 Days and Nights figures. Awesome. Planet Terror Grindhouse figures. Again, also awesome, in my opinion. Rose McGowan. That might be one of the best female heroine figures that they've done. I know they did Riru from Fifth Element, but not in anywhere near that quality. Creepshow poster and Father's Day. And then the Nightflyer from Distinctive Dummies. I haven't opened that bad boy yet. Eventually. Part of me has debated throwing that into a bigger contest. I think it depends why I'm going to be sub-wise as far as that contest goes. So let's move around here. We have all the NECA Nightmare on Elm Streets. At least as far as I know. If there's another Croft one that exists I don't have, I definitely want it, so hit me up. Scott Strachter, Freddy Krueger print, and an autograph from Robert Englund, which I love. It says, you can't do anything about the glare. It says, give us a big hug, Robert Englund, Freddy. A couple of non-retro figures that I have that I got in various boxes or trades. Another poster reminiscing of the Johnny Depp scene. Some more screen grabs. Nancy in the tub and Nancy in the bed. Boy, did he harass poor Nancy. The retro Scream figure. With that, we have the Skeeter Rich Auto. And yes, I know it says Scream 4, so you're like, well, no, that's the woman. Yeah, it's okay. And then we have the print also from Scott Strachter. If I'm butchering his name, I apologize. Moving here. Some of my statues from the Clay Guy. A random Gizmo bobblehead. A good configuration. More Clay Guy. The Critter. More Clay Guy. And then this bad boy I got. I don't think I ever put him in a video. Beautiful Freddy statue. And price point was not too bad on that one. About $1.10. Coming this way. Return of the Living Dead poster. And you have Tarman, which is one of my favorite figures. You also have a rare piece from Box of Dread. I think that's only limited to 100. Some other zombie figures here. Land of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead. And then the from Return of the Living Dead, also from Dead End Toys. And I'm going to get down for these. But more pins. And these are just some of my, I guess 3 of my favorite sets. The Leading Ladies collection from Black Cat. The hands, horror hands from Horror Host, which unfortunately ended the series. But there's still 2 more to come in, I think. Sam and Pinhead. And then the Magic Marker, the Garbage Pail Kids. Although the Tarman one Wasn't his, it was from someone else, but it fit in nicely. Here we have random strewn about Blu-rays and DVDs. Halloween poster. You know, I'll go through these slowly. I don't have other DVDs too, but when I was younger, I did something that now I regret. I took all my DVDs out of cases and just put them in a big book to save space. Now I wish I had most of those cases. So, I'm recouping it. I am a huge Supernatural fan. I'm also, there's my other Dorbs Live, I told you I had 5. I'm also a Scooby-Doo fan. I cannot tell you how happy I am that they're doing a freaking crossover between those two. I know some of you are watching that as horror fans, like, are you crazy? But no. Let's stay down here for now. We have the Mask, Evil Ed. We have Regan in her bed. We have Mr. Boogie Mask. We have the Creeper Mask. And the back there you have Regan Living Dead doll. Here you have Gunther from Funhouse. And Gunther is one of my holy grails as far as the figure goes. So if you have any access to distinctive dummy figures, I recently tried bidding on one and I got outbid. It's not that it goes too crazy, but they just don't pop up often. In the back there you see a lot of the Ultimate NECAs, so your random slasher books and bobbleheads. As we come up, I'm actually going to put down the one Predator figure. It's only out there to be out of the way. It came in the box I got recently. That'll probably go in a trade or giveaway. But I like Stranger Things too, so I have a couple of the figure packages, as well as some of the pops. There's a Supernatural ride. I think it might be my only actual ride. I do gotta get the other Stranger Things pops soon as well. So, let's stand back up. I apologize, this video is going too long, but Twilight Zone, 5 characters in search of an exit. Great episode, the Kruger glove. I kind of wish it could be over by the other stuff, but there's not really space for it. Talking Tina, Willie, my Billy puppet from Monster Mania, my Slappy puppet, and then Jerry and Willie, so they're all happy family. Again, this figure, I only knew about it because Johnny had in his vlog on Texas Frightmare, freaking Samara from The Ring, awesome. Some more Twilight Zone figures. Pinhead. I actually did get the bloody variant. Someone asked me, I said I didn't. As I got a better look at it, I'm like, oh, cool. Got a pill bottle. No, it's not mine. Can you see it? Can you see it? Don't focus. Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street, also from Dead End Toys. And then the They Live sunglasses. Moving on along. Let's see. The Army of Darkness 2-packs. I believe there's 7 of them. I only have 6. I say I believe there's 7 because I've only seen one I don't have. If there's more than that, please let me know. Evil Dead Henrietta. Evil Dead Retro. Ashra's Evil Dead figures. I guess I can move back now. Ghoulie stand-up from Knee High Horror. The Necronomicon with the dagger and all 4 DVDs. From Horror and Me, a couple things. You have, well, I guess only the one thing's from Horror and Me, the Silent Night Deadly Night statue. The other is some Serial Resin Co., and that was in Fright Crate. Awesome figure. Awesome bust. On top of Bruce Campbell's books, one of them is autographed. Coming this way, the truck from Maximino. That's freaking tremendous. I found that. I could not buy that quickly enough. In the background here, you see my Puppet Master family. I'm missing every one of the puppets they made, I think, about a 6-shooter, because I'm hoping they make a regular one, not the all black, but eventually I'll settle for the stealth. You know, Chucky, Tiffany, and Annabelle. And then you have these statues. Initially, I wasn't a fan, but these things are freaking awesome. So I do have 4 of them. I know there's an Edward Scissorhands. I'm not that intrigued by that one, though, but if they made a Sam or something, I would get it. And just real quick, I have some non-horror related stuff, too. I have the Simpsons Celebrity Series. I actually have all the old Simpsons figures, too, in my closet in boxes. Just no room for it. And the cheesiest thing to my collection, yet something I love, I have the complete Darkwing Duck set. But folks, thanks for listening. I'm going to end this. I don't know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You have a good one.